Actually kill Nelson Centaur, I think, at level 1, depending on what the Centaur goes for. I think Centaur's not actually that difficult to deal with at level 1, where he doesn't have all of a stun, a damage that can kill you, and a damage reduction that can stop you from killing him. He needs all 3. When he's got all 3, then he's really dangerous to lane against, right? Because you can't kill him and he can't kill you. But yeah, if he's level 1 or level 2, I think it is possible for them to kill the Centaur just by running at him.
Yeah, that's right. But, of course, going to be jumping into game, so it's going to be Fish on the Bounty Hunter, who's now tagged up as Love. I think that's going to be his permanent tag now.
Oh, it's Calvin. I'm sure it'll change it in like
just
a month or so.
Stick with the standard Calvin Chen. Alright, fair enough. Because of course we're going to have Miguel on the... oh my god. We're going to have Miguel on the Queen of Pain. On the Weaver is of course going to be Finks, one of his more favoured heroes actually. So it is important to note that. You know, it's going to be a relatively comfort hero.
Okay, I haven't actually seen this Weaver before.
Okay.
I've only seen him play mid.
That's fair enough. I had to manage him once upon a time, so...
Oh yeah, Trident days.
Yeah, back in the old Trident Dota 2 days. Oof,
fair enough.
Makes me feel old. We've of course got Merchant on the Sand King, which is again one of his more favorite heroes. He had to kind of transition into those kinds of into like Sand King and stuff like that after everyone kind of noticed that you just bang Clockwork and his hero puddle is gone.
The offlane Sand King patch, yeah.
Yep, but Roger Dodger also going to be playing, of course, on the Undying, as we did mention before. Meanwhile, for the side of NLG, it's going to be Magic on the Treant, actually, a bit of a different one. But she's currently DC'd, so
it's
it could
Treant
change.
5,
but,
I think. Maybe.
I think the way that it runs is that you generally have this 4-5 kind of role rotating around nowadays. Especially with these two heroes, where you can buy wards on either one of them.
Yeah, that's a fair point. By the way, so Roger is on 218 ping, and Miguel is on 144.
I mean, Undying is one of those not quite an ogre level of stupid hero, but it's a pretty straightforward hero in terms of playing with a bit of packet loss.
Props to Miguel though, playing Queen on that much ping. I wouldn't want to do that. I know a lot of people who wouldn't want to do that.
Could be worse. Could be playing a puck. But yeah, so we've got Juggernaut being played by X-Musica. Marmachin is going to be on that Jakira. On the Centaur is going to be SS Nelson, and that leaves of course Slicks on the Death Prophet.
It's not the most slick style of heroes. I would have really...
I mean, it's a pushing hero when it kind of is a lane dominated nowadays.
Yeah, but it's not really it's not a playmaking hero, right? You're not gonna be making huge plays and getting solo kills and things like that as a Death Prophet most of the time.
It's much more about the counter plays, yeah.
Yeah, it's much more of a I'm sitting here doing my thing in the front line sort of hero.
Yeah.
I guess maybe Musica doesn't play it. Because normally in this roster, Slicks plays carry and Musica plays mid.
Yeah, and we've actually seen a couple of wonderful X-Musica invokers. I'm actually quite impressed by his invoker. It's something that I guess remembering back a long time ago, Musica used to play quite a bit of mid.
Oh, in the old days, yes.
Back when Lishrak mid used to be a thing, but
yes, yeah. When him and Shatan and everyone was spamming Lash mid, what a hero, what a hero. But anyway, so they are going to be walking in the lanes now. Looks like it's gonna be fairly standard laning so far. No real, yeah. Weaver's going safe lane, so they're not running aggro try with him. And Nelson's come to bottom, so yeah, it should be pretty standard lanes here. Merchant setup looking for someone, but there's no aggressive maneuver coming in, so should be safe. Bounty runes for both of these sides. Actually, no, Fish is likely going to be able to steal this one.
30 seconds to
They're actually being quite aggressive.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, they are of course playing a very aggressive around the bounty runes, and it is something that is going to be quite handy to have for both sides, is that invis hero to do a little bit of scouting. But Miguel actually, Magic in a little bit of trouble. Maybe they are going to be getting the Shadow Strike out onto Magic, and Fish is going to be going forward. Does have that Orb of Venom, so Magic is going to be feeling very slow. Actually walks out of the trees right now and just goes straight for the TP home and makes it. Nicely done there from Magic.
That was pretty funny, actually. They dropped a pool tango on the ground to try and bait Magic in, and Magic took the bait, but somehow makes it out alive anyway.
I was actually thinking that that Magic was going to wait around for the TP back mid, and then just to get the nice little mini stun to cancel out the TP, but you know, maybe not quite wanting to go in for it, but yeah, it doesn't really matter too much, I guess, in the long run.
They did steal the banner in bottom though, so
yep.
ends up being 2 apiece, and Finks is actually going to be taking a lot of harassment. He's down here by himself for the time being, as they are running the Undying Sand King aggressive dual lane up here.
Yeah, that's right. So again, as I said, you know, Finks is going to be playing one of his more favorite heroes, but it is a Weaver into a Centaur, so it kind of is a little bit of a harder lane.
Oh, they're ganking Slick's mid. He might be in trouble actually. He's not siphoning enough health back, or maybe is he? One more click.
Looks like he is.
Oh, 40. No,
No, he's surely not.
Shadow Strike?
He's got like 2 ticks left of it. That's one, and he's gonna live, and he's got a self as well. So he's gonna be completely fine on 50 HP.
That's still really close. Excellent first rotation from the Banana.
Yep, and his Magic is still going to be sitting on this top lane up against this Merchant Roger lane. As here we go, the Brush Rack is going to be there, and the 2-man, oh my lord, the 2-man decay straight up into the Undying W just does so much damage. So many units around Roger Dodger as well, so just amplifies the amount of damage that he does with that. But yeah, they pretty much get they do get the first blood there out onto Magic eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's... Oh, mid lane, actually. Hold that thought. Slicks is dead. Maybe?
Maybe?
Yeah, he's dead. 20 health, doesn't...
Yep, there we go. Actually, looked like he was going to... Looked like he was actually going to self through all of that, but...
I think he realized there was a second point in Shadow Strike. He's gone for a 2-1-0 build. Hello, Slicks.
Oh, jeez, that's brutal.
I mean, that's... Oh, he's got a... Wow, okay, Miguel is DD win. He might be able to press this lane advantage even harder than with the DD win if Slicks doesn't play this really carefully. This is a difficult matchup. He's gonna go for the Cypher now. Actually, Miguel maybe needs to be the 1K. Miguel!
Oh, the blink out. Nicely done there. But yeah, it does have at least the bottle coming in, so some of that damage is going to be alleviated.
He puts Slicks back down to half. Now Slicks needs to be really careful. Just blink up in 4 seconds. Miguel could commit for it if he wants to. And yeah, Slicks knows. He's going to back out.
Yeah, with the self, does make that aggression slightly more... slightly harder to at least have payoff, but...
Even still, this queen hits for 142. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. He's thinking about it.
Does have the 2 points into Shadow Strike, so Slicks is going to be taking a lot of damage over time. But yeah, Slicks walking forward has 2 points up into the Crypt Swarm, so able to do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Okay, Miguel does have to back out now. He didn't have a salve on him, so that does waste a bit of his time. But I think he's still doing perfectly well up here in mid. Slicks is doing fine in CS, but you generally see that up on a DP anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Merchant still actually getting so much out of this top lane, but I'm actually surprised to see how much CS that Musica's getting in this very contested lane with the Sand King as well as Undying. He's sitting at 15-2, and Merchant's only sitting at 12-0. I'm actually quite a bit concerned for Skatemasters for that lane, as mid lane we will be seeing a nice little dive coming in from Miguel out onto Slicks, and they do get the kill there, as Fish also making his presence felt across the map.
Yeah, so far good aggression out of Skatemasters. This is the sort of thing you want out of a hero lineup like this. And oh, okay, there's a regen rune for the Queen of Pain. Yep. Yeah, I think mid lane is roundly lost for Slicks, even though he is slightly ahead in experience. Miguel is going to be able to punish him pretty hard for this. Maybe? Yeah. Oh, actually cancels his regen rune.
Blinking forward, yeah, actually going straight onto Slicks, but with the blink down, it's going to be down for another couple of seconds. Going forward, does have a Crypt Swarm available, does need to land it, however.
That's good enough. Actually, Miguel, big mistake. Down to 1 bottle charge now. And his regen rune actually got cancelled by Slicks at long range, so now he's going to be forced out. He's not going to be able to safely farm this under his tower. Look how far back he's sitting.
Yeah, and Slicks is just threatening the constant Crypt Swarm.
Yeah, oh, top lane, spin onto Merchant. Merchant's dead. Alright, yeah, there's
Should
no
be
way
dead.
out.
Burrow Strike is up in a couple of seconds. Should be able to get it and goes down to the low ground. Will be able to get away. Mama Chen as well as Musica unable to capitalize on that slight outplay.
No crits for Musica.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I thought for sure he was gonna kill the Sand King there.
Yeah, that's just a feels bad moment right there. But yeah, as you were mentioning, that mid lane getting extremely hard, and yeah, okay, Miguel is gonna be getting the nice little shrine up there with Merchant as well as Roger, which is always nice indeed to see. And so they're all gonna be brought back up to full HP.
Yep. As mid, I'm just gonna keep an eye on this mid lane to be honest. Slicks pops out a hay. Bounty's just gonna sap some experience. Fish so far level 3. 1-1-1, nothing overly surprising here. Miguel's about to hit 6 though, so this is probably the time they're thinking about going on to Slicks, who has opted for the 3-0-3. No early points of exorcism for him. Oh, Miguel? Maybe? He's trying to bait him. He's still not 6 yet, actually.
Oh, Miguel actually committing the very defensive blink down to the bottom side of the map. Gets the Arcane Rune though, so they could be looking to get a little bit aggressive here.
He needs to get a 6.
Yeah.
He's so close.
Yeah. And speaking of level 6, Slicks is now level 6 and does have the classic 3-0-3 build that we are seeing much more often on Death Prophets now because of how much laning presence you do get from it. But yeah, Miguel playing very aggressively, has to actually blink back so that
he's got the Arcane Rune, he's fine. He wants to see if he can bait Slicks into doing something silly.
I'm sure that's not going to work too well. I mean, Slicks is one of the most experienced players in this entire region. Is top lane.
Down Merchant.
Yeah, there is going to be the Stampede being used, and alright, the Century being dropped. Merchant is very, very dead.
Goodbye, Merchant.
Yep.
I like the Geo HF that Finks threw out to his teammate there.
Yeah.
It's like,
why not?
Yeah, you're screwed. Goodbye.
I mean, all these players do know each other. They've played pubs up against each other on Oz servers.
Let's be honest, it's Australia. Everyone knows everyone else.
Yeah, okay, fair. But still, it's one of those things that a lot of these players will be treating this almost
top lane.
Not quite like an in-house league, but pretty much like.
Mama Chen's gonna get brought down.
Yeah.
Musica actually is trying to finish off the tomb. So
he's gonna wander up and spinning away. He has taken down the tomb, but just. Right clicks coming out from Merchant, Roger, as well as Fish is going to be more than enough, and good luck, have fun. Still being spammed out by Finks to his own team.
They overstayed their welcome. Didn't maybe consider that Merchant was going to just port straight back top.
Nice ice pass out onto Merchant. Merchant is going to be slowed down quite a bit, but Roger Dodge coming in does get the nice little soul rip out onto him, so it keeps him alive for a little bit longer.
Soul rip max on the
as mid lane, Miguel going to be forced to blink very defensively, and is he going to get lucky with the 8 minutes? No, he's not. It's going to be bottom lanes, but is going to be a regen rune. So I guess overall he could be lucky if he goes in for it, but alright. Roger still ends up going down to the top lane. I'm somewhat confused about why he went back in there after being so low.
He was being greedy. He wanted to sap some experience as a support because he just did his level 5. He had no mana though, so yeah, just goes down there. It happens sometimes. Supports get greedy when, the lane's empty. I want to get some experience. Oh wait, they're all still here. I'm dead.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about bottom lane, by the way. Finks is about to hit his level 8. 1-4-1 build, treads, Aquila, wand. Seems to be doing quite well. He is top of the CS board by a little bit.
Yeah, slightly above that Slicks, as well as Musica, Death Prophet, and Jug, which is obviously very good for the side of Skatemasters.
Oh, speaking of Jug, top lane. Tomb's already been dropped, but it's not quite. Oh, Merchant misses Spell Strike actually. Musica might be able to finish, but not level 6
yet. Ice Path lands out onto Merchant now. It is going to be doing quite a bit of damage there as well as Musica. It's going to be slowed up quite a bit by the eventual Caustic Finale proc, but they've got the Stampede there to at least help them a little bit. Mama Chen. Okay, he's just going to be able to throw out a nice liquefy there.
Bottom lane, Finks might just die. Yeah, Finks is just diving Nelson here, but he. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wisely backs down. That is hoof stomp down. That's at least another couple of seconds where Finks can play very aggressively. Does have that Blight Zone up as well.
Not with the Living Armor up. He saw the Living Armor and immediately bailed out of that one.
Yeah,
alright. Okay, they do actually find...
I'm just going to miss that completely.
Yeah, but that was the Miguel rotation and the first use of the Sonic Wave, so absolutely fair enough that they get that Juggernaut kill there. And Exorcism actually has been popped by Slicks in mid.
Yeah.
He's gonna
still has quite a bit of
most
it
of
left.
the damage to that tower.
Yeah, DK is going to miss as Slicks picks up the Veil of Discord and he's going to be running on forward. He does have a Soul Siphon in it, which he is going to be throwing out onto Roger. Roger does need to be very careful here. He's only going to have 2 creeps, a creep and a hero to get the Soul Rip off, but yeah, Soul Rip. So yeah, Soul Siphon is going to be out onto Miguel as well as out onto Fish, and Fish is going to be forced to back in. Yeah, Miguel has no mana. Finks, however, is going to be here and should be able to at least output enough damage to maybe get the kill. Do they have the blink?
He's got 1 charge.
They do have one, but yeah, they still have all 16. He still has 16 1 charges.
Wow, they let him get away with that sort of a dive. That's pretty insane.
Well, that's at least a good sign though, is that they do take the Invis Rune away from Slicks, but damn. And as of course that does take us to the 10-minute mark, and we can see quite nicely that 3 heroes above that 4K mark. It's going to be the Finks Weaver sitting at 4.1, Miguel at 4K, and SS Nelson also at 4K net worth, as Slicks is just going to be edging over that right now.
They're all really close. They're all within like 100 of each other. The only one who's noticeably behind is the Juggernaut. He's down by like 30. As Miguel actually finds, speaking of that Juggernaut,
yeah,
these queen rotations so far have been really good.
Yeah, and that is something that I guess we should probably have noted out a couple of times, is that these rotations are obviously going to happen. It's the way that Miguel does like to play his Queen of Pain. He likes to actually play most of his mid heroes. It's very rotational based.
It's a very old school mid style. If you remember the old days where mid meant you were ganking 24/7, and if you were playing mid in pubs and you didn't gank like once every 2 minutes, your team would flame you. You know, mid doesn't know how to gank.
That's true, that's true.
But
the trade-off is, of course, going to be that tower going down very early on. It's a very good hero here, the Death Prophet, playing up against the general playstyle of Skatemasters, is just being able to sit inside of a lane, kind of just be tanky, front-lining-ish, and as soon as you see that rotation coming out from the Queen of Pain, just kind of, pop the Exo, start running at the tower.
So it appears, by the way, that Mana Break as a talent actually does stack with Diffuser, since that's what Franks is going for.
Yeah.
I know it specifically doesn't stack on Anti-Mage, but it apparently stacks
top
on other
lane. Ice Path does land out onto Musica, but the Tombstone is already down. Omni Slash doing quite a bit of, well, actually not enough work there as track out onto Musica. There is going to be that Churi Toss that does quite a bit of work, but there's going to be Slicks killing off Miguel actually in that middle lane, as they're still chasing. Finks going out onto Mama Chan, does get the time lapse off as Fish just gets the invis off, but Roger Dodger is going to be found just a little bit too deep there behind the tower, as Slicks making that rotation top lane after killing off the Queen of Pain in the middle lane.
They should have settled for the Juggernaut kill. They shouldn't have dived for a bit more. Yeah, it ends up being a 800 gold swing and about 1,000 experience.
Yeah, it's always good to see the side of NRG getting those TPs off, and I was actually quite surprised to see that kill from Slicks out onto Miguel. I think that was because of the one point into silence that he does have. Yeah, just being able to go, oh, you've already blinked onto me or something like that, but Macropie is going to be used here to help with the push, as Finks is going to have his clarity popped there thanks to the Dual Breath coming out from Mama Chan as Fish. In a little bit of trouble, he does not.
He's just dead, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, he is. Alright, he just is.
Oh, Fish, not like this.
I guess he got veiled into all of that magic damage.
Whoops,
that
yeah, whoops.
NRG does have.
Very definitely the
Well,
case
he is going to throw a nice little Shadow Strike there. They're even going to drop the Tombstone there, as 2-man Swarm is going to be landing there, and the TP away from Mama Chen will be there.
Oh, this is bad. They're not getting either of these kills. They're not going to kill Slicks either, because he's safely under his tower, maybe? They should think about diving this at least. They need to get a big kill like this.
He's got raindrops, he's got wand, and Miguel actually diving on deep into it, trying to find some kind of opening here. Finks is also going to be here. Magic does have the ultimate. It's going to be out onto all 3 of them. Roger is going to be going down extremely early on. Slicks having very little mana right now. He's not going to be able to get enough wand charges off there, as Stampede is once again coming out. But Musica has TP'd in and is going to be spinning out onto Fish thanks to the dust that he did bring with him for that TP in, as Finks also does also have the dust available in the Omni Slash! Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that timing with the Marmot and Ice Path, that was beautiful. Finks did not expect that. He had time lapse up, he was just being greedy. Oof.
That's rough.
That's really nicely done there. Even with the track code, that ends up being a win for NRG.
Yeah. And it's even better because of that experience that is going to be changing across onto the hands of NLG.
Yeah, that was a really great outie there for Magic. Gets all 3. They barely killed Slicks. That would have been a complete disaster if they didn't kill Slicks there. Oh, Epicenter, Merchant is gonna solo kill Magic here. They had vision, Magic did not, walks uphill straight into an Epicenter.
Yeah, it's one of those small mistakes that I guess you just can't really be afford to be making as a support in any way, shape, or
Merchant did
form.
just show us Blink though, so you effectively traded Treant for Blink Reveal and a Sand King. You're probably okay with that.
Yeah, it's not as bad, I guess, but it's still pretty bad.
It is also a Treant 5 this game.
Yes, yes, as we do see 1.3k net worth on a tree.
Yeah, she's not buying anything. She's got boots and a stick and wards, lots of wards.
I mean, it is also one of those heroes that you don't need too much on, right? You just need the levels, both into the living armor as well as into nature's guise, and
It's
pretty much
nice
fine
though
with that.
because Treant with items is really good. Oh, they're just
Throw
gonna
a strike
die
out
Mama
onto Mama Chen. He's going to be hit by the Shuriken toss. Does land the ice path as well as actually the Macro Pyre goes for the TP out, but there's just too much damage there.
Good effort there from Mama-chan. Nearly makes it out.
Nearly does, yeah, but
They're gonna trade out the bottom tier 1 though. Nelson as well as Slicks are having a go at this one. Slicks is not gonna use Exorcism, and yet the tower is gonna go down. It actually goes down faster because of the Centaur's return.
yep. I was going to say nice little dual usage there of the glyph as well, where the creeps obviously becoming invulnerable. It means that you can use it as a pushing tool now.
I was waiting for someone to use that properly. That's the first time I've seen someone use that for dual purpose, and yeah, I think that's actually really cool.
Lane, Magic is going to be looking towards Miguel, who I presume is going to be going in for this a little bit there. There's going to be the overgrowth.
Oh,
they
he's
do
dead.
have the silence there and the hoof stomp as
Oh,
well.
Miguel.
Nelson showing off the blink dagger, and Miguel just being a little bit too greedy there. He's going to be punished for that.
To be honest, I think even without the Centaur, he was dead anyway with the silence. That's a 4-second silence.
Yep. The 2 points into silence already is top lane. Merchant is going to be brought down. Musica is going to be chased now, but oh, actually, the healing ward not in the most ideal of positions, but Roger is just going to be right-clicked down by Musica. Yeah, alright, it just straight up kills him.
That's
As
actually a
Dust
really good healing
out
ward.
onto Fish, and Fish needs to be running right now. Dust still being landed onto him. Another Soul Siphon is going to land onto him. Oh, the ice part does connect. Slicks gets another kill.
That's
Hi,
actually
Kelvin.
really...
Oh,
yeah.
jeez, that's...
Most of these guys are Sydney anyway, so they all hang out together and so on.
some of them are, yeah.
But yeah, that's actually, I actually disagree. I think that's a really good healing ward. I think he placed it exactly in a point where no one on Skate could actually hit it, and he just, and after that fight finish, he just quelling blades the tree so the healing can then follow him out. I think that was actually really well placed there.
That's actually fair enough. In the long run, I can see exactly how it worked as Sphinx. He's going to be doing quite a bit of work to this mid-tier 1 tower, but might be having a few
they're just
issues.
going straight to
Yeah, they
Roshan.
just walk straight into Roshan. They do have the Juggernaut. Healing ward is available for them. Mama Chen. They don't have any negative armor, but with Exo committing in for it. Although I'm pretty sure they can see all the ghost ladies flying
they know
around
what's
as
going
Roger
on.
is going to be running on in. Does drop the tombstone, but there's going to be that Blade Fury, and they do have the Aegis
Aegis
of
on the ground?
Immortality
Okay.
being picked up by Musica as Roger Dodger is going to be evaporated as now. That's going to be the Stampede being used. Merchant does try and level up the Epi, gets the 2-man bar strike with the ultimate from Miguel, who is actually going to be stunned up thanks to the hoof stompers. Nice 3-man overgrowth is Magic running off to the sidelines as well as Nelson there. Musica kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Is going to be able to get the Merchant kill, yes, with a nice little crit there, but diffused up is going to be running out of mana very, very quickly right now on Musica. Does have the Aegis of Immortality. It'll be interesting to see if the side of NRG do want to make anything out of this. He does have the Fury TP potentially, but maybe not actually, as Yule Scepter out onto the Centaur running on forward. Doesn't really want to be using Hoofstomp right now, and alright, he's just going to throw it out. It's going to miss completely as Sphinx nearly being brought down thanks to the Omni Slash, but Musica bounces out onto Roger Dodger. Does end up getting the kill there. So they at least got something out of the Aegis, and Fish looks like he's just going to get escorted back. And
Big mistake from NOG.
Wow.
I don't know why they chased uphill like that. Straight into the 3-man epicenter combo and the Sonic Wave. That was pretty poor play from them. They lose the Death Prophet pretty much immediately.
As
They lose
Hoof
the
Stomp
Aegis.
does catch up Miguel, and oh no, Miguel.
Alright, that makes up for it a bit. Miguel was being far too aggressive with his positioning. He's not respecting the blink initiation or the amount of burst damage that NRG have.
Yep, and as you can see from the talents being picked up, of course, going in for that plus 15%.
Oh, Slick's bottom is going to get traded in return though, I think.
Maybe it does have the silence. It
Three-man
goes out of the
silence.
3-man silence. Does get the 2-man
Never mind, he's
siphoned out
fine.
onto him. Fish is going to be able to get that haste rune, but oh, actually turning around onto him and does have the Yule Scepter available. Tombstone is going to be dropped. 2-man Burrow Strike. He's coming out from Merchant as the Overgrowth lands out onto Finks as well as onto Roger Dodger. But with the Stampede, they're going to be able to run just quickly back to the Shrine, and they're going to be safe as houses, at least for now.
Yeah, they're fine. Fish lucky to get a haste rune there, otherwise he was dead.
Lane. Oh, Miguel, again a little bit of trouble. He's going to be blinking aggressively here. Mama Chen as well as Musica. Looks like they're going to be chased down a little bit. There is Fish. He's been dusted up and just walks through the fire. And that's not exactly the healthiest thing in the world. Merchant coming in from the side. Does get the Burrow Strike out onto Musica. Finks throwing the bugs out onto him as well. And Miguel trying to not quite get brought down by Mama Chen. But Mama Chen, oh, is going to be getting killed off.
Musica is
by
dead
Miguel.
on the other side, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to fight. He's got Omni Slash up in 1 second, but no mana to cast
No
it.
mana, does have the wand available. Oh, the ultimate from the Queen of Pain doesn't quite trigger as
He's still alive!
trying to live. What is this living armor? As SS Nelson is going to be able to get the kill out onto him. And alright, that's also going to be the Undying going down. And what a fight from the side of NLG.
Holy crap, he lived for so long there. I can't believe that he didn't just get instantly blown up when the Weaver went on him. Wow.
I think that's the part where we have a petition to change the Musica's name to The Boy Who Lived. The Boy Who Nearly Lived.
The maxed living armor nearly kept him alive long enough. In the end, like that's actually a huge thing that Roger managed to finish him off with the Soul. If they didn't kill Jug there, that's pretty much a game-losing fight right there.
Pretty much, yeah. It's that ward that was placed by Magic should have been spotted out there, but I mean, I guess this is the best part about having a tree in your draft. I mean, when there's very little damage over time on the other team, you kind of just get away with those kinds of kills.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm still in shock a little bit at Musica living for that long. As Finks is going to blow up Mama Chen in bottom.
Yeah,
He's
looks like
going Manta. Interesting. Manta? Oh, it's because of the mana break. No, it's also because of the mana break. So he actually burns a lot of mana now. Diffuser burns 50. His talent burns
more
20,
about the
so he burns
silence
70.
from Slicks, but okay.
It is, but you know, it's
and
also
the overgrowth.
It means that he burns 210 mana per hit with his illusions and him.
Nelson only just missing that blink off stone bout onto Miguel, who we should probably point out, Nelson going straight in for a heart pretty much has the gold for it as well.
He can afford to be greedy. He's 308. He doesn't really need a secondary initiation item this game.
As,
oh, Merchant.
Oh, the silence is going to be out there onto Merchant, and Merchant is going to be brought down. Very nicely done there. And Fish is in the neighborhood, but alright, we're going to be seeing a quick little DC there from Magic. But yeah, I guess the snowball has kind of occurred here for NLG, and they've lost both their both tier 1 towers that they kind of want to be holding onto, because it does give away a lot of control for their jungle, but they've managed to take down a tier 2 tower and all tier 1s on the side of Skatemasters.
Yeah,
and you can really see that reflected in the gold, but of course with the bounty in the game, I guess the gold lead isn't quite as extreme as it should be.
I think it's actually worrying that you have a bounty hunter, right, who is level 9. He's been throwing out tracks for a while now, right? And you are still down over 7,000 at 23 minutes in. All of your cores are behind all of the enemy cores. Yeah. I think that is worrying, even though you have a bounty. Sure, they have the comeback means, right? But they need to stop dying. Like, Miguel's died 4 times this game. Weaver's died twice, which, okay, isn't that bad, but it is a Weaver. And this Sand King's died 6 times.
Yep, and as I was just quickly showing the stream, the experience lead, I think, is probably the biggest thing in these kinds of games where there's a bounty hunter, because you kind of go, you know, you want to be winning fights, obviously, you know, and even drawing even in those fights is alright, but Yeah, I mean, with the experience lead being around that 12.5k mark, it's certainly not a good sign.
See that.
Yeah,
That's
sorry, it's around the 12k mark, and it's just not a good sign at all for the side of Skatemasters.
Especially since the NOG draft is the one you're more likely to see 5-manning.
Yeah.
This is problematic. By the way, what do you think of the S and Y build on the Juggernaut? Music's gone S and Y blank.
It's alright, I guess. Is this the way to put it? It's been buffed in recent patches, so the meme is pretty good. The meme obviously in this game isn't the best, but it does provide you a lot of HP, gives you a little bit of extra mobility thanks to the movement speed.
Over Manta though?
Yeah, that's what I guess the problem is in general, is the lack of Manta.
I think the problem is
the lack of
he's about to die.
blade, the lack of
Maybe?
Oh, the blink, quick fingers.
Okay, they didn't actually know he was there. They knew someone was there, but they didn't know it was the Juggernaut. I don't think they knew he had blink.
And yeah, Nelson is just going to be taking up this
God,
tower. This
he's
is
got the hard finish.
insane.
That's actually disgusting. 90% strength bonus damage.
The tower
and his
version.
strength is 136.
The tower version of
Yeah.
Stop Hitting Yourself.
Yeah, wow.
Silence out onto Finks, but Fish in a little bit of trouble. Do they have dust available? Maybe
Do they need
not
it?
quite. They can tell roughly where Fish is going, but Finks as well as Miguel are both going to be going in for that top tier 2 tower. Miguel, however, commits the defensive blink and TP
They've
out.
got to bail. They have to. Everyone is here. They know it.
Except for Fish, apparently.
He's probably just trying to get some vision. Here, he knows that they're carrying dust. He wants to wait for his creep wave to show exactly where they are before he bails out. And yeah, so it shows where Slicks is now. So now he's gonna bail.
Yeah.
They should be aware that NRG are gonna be pressing that top tier 2. And yeah, the defensive pings do come out for the defender's tower thing. They can't just give up another tower, I think. Oh!
Yep.
Okay, Fish gets the courier kill.
I think that's what he was really waiting for. They do have a very aggressive ward here that was placed by Skatemasters as they pushed in aggressively for the top tier 2 tower. So they see the courier flying on through, and Fish kind of just goes, well, I want to grab something on the way on through. He didn't actually TP all the way back home, but yeah, Finks as well as Merchant are also going to be in that mid tier 2 tower, going in for it.
They're killing this through backdoor. Let's remind everyone that backdoor got buffed significantly.
Just wait till SS Nelson picks up the plus 20 strength and then the return aura, and then literally no one should die.
This is bad. We're Skatemasters.
Just gonna go straight up high ground with the X.
They can't trade. They can't trade. They have no Deso. They have no AC. What are they doing? The tower's already gone. The Rax is already gone. They're gonna lose a second one in mid.
Yeah, as Merchant is going to be going in for it as well as Finks, but do they have TPs? Well, they do, but they're just not going in for it at all, as middle lane is just going to go down hard and fast, as they're just going to... I'm astounded.
What are they doing? Skatemasters!
I'm astounded! That's going to be...
Skatemasters, you can't do this!
Your entire top rack's gone, your melee mid is just gone, your tower is still trying to hit SS Nelson, which is clearly not the best movers. Two-man Ice Path as well as Macropire is going to be there. There's going to be no Sand King or Undying, but they are going to be able to at least buy back here, as Merchant is going to be doing that. There's Omni Slash out onto Miguel, kind of, as he was healed up for most of it. Nice epicenter from Merchant, does manage to secure the magic kill, but now he's going to be trading his life away. Eventually, maybe. Alright, the last right click coming up from Marmachan there, and they're just going to go in for that melee Rax as well.
That's just game over. Finks is going to take a melee Rax, finally, but that's yeah, he's just going to... What?
They're just going to call it. They've gone in for a trade up against a Centaur who has an insane amount of strength, and a Death Prophet, and a Juggernaut.
And a Jakiru. What was that? That is amongst the strangest decision making I have ever seen.